Hey guys, and welcome to another speed build. So this time, something a little bit different. I'm actually doing the house number 2 for the drift challenge. So you probably don't watch it. Not many of you do. But those of you that do know that my sim Harley, who is my main character in my drift challenge, she needs a house. So that is what we are doing here. So my initial idea for this build was to let me give you some background. We started off with Harley here, and in the Drifter Challenge, you basically start from nothing each time. So we start off with nothing, and we kind of built a little camping site. There was tents, all that stuff. So I wanted to make this kind of look like almost like they were glamping. So little pods with bedrooms and stuff like that. But then I was like, no, that's not going to work because I thought this lot was a 20 by 30 lot. And then I went into it and I found out, no. It's actually a 20 by 15. So it's tiny, tiny, tiny. So having individual kind of pods that they live in would just be totally unrealistic because there isn't enough space. So I was looking around and I just happened to notice in the background there are shipping containers. So you can't see them now. Move it a bit. Where are they? Oh, I saw a glimpse of them. If you just look in the background over the river, there is actually shipping containers in the background, so it's meant to kind of be an industrial area. Also, every once in a while, you actually see like a cargo train go past when you're on this lot. So, inspired by that, we decided to recreate our little shipping container. This one's slightly more glamorous than the shipping containers in the background. I would say these ones have been painted. Or maybe, can you buy new shipping containers and just build in them instead of using old ones? Let's just say they bought new ones instead. No, because they're meant to kind of be eco-friendly. No, they're painted used ones. There we go. That's a really complicated story for such a silly thing. Anyway, so I wanted her. She loves the outdoors. Harley does. They're very outdoorsy people, and I feel like they'd kind of be a bit eco-environment friendly. So that's why we went with something that's meant to be a reused thing. So the shipping container is definitely reused. And I knew that I wanted to make kind of quite a bit of landscaping around this as well. I think this build kind of goes hand in hand with the glass tree house that I did. I could see these like side by side. The glass tree house is meant to be in the middle of a forest, and this one could quite easily be in the middle of a forest as well. So of course, like always, I went research crazy when I decide a theme. Pinterest is my best friend. If you want good ideas for building, just go to Pinterest. Do warn you, you'll become addicted, and you will spend your whole life on there, which is just not a good look. But as I'm a total loser, I spend all my time on Pinterest, and I research shipping container homes, and I actually stumbled across someone that makes like miniature models of them. Well, I think they make miniature models of other things, but they make miniature models of shipping container homes, which I think they look amazing. This person, what they called, Paris Renfois. Now I'm going to pretend that they're French. Let's just say that. But he made this amazing model, which I have fully taken inspiration and replicated. Mine's a little bit different in like the kind of colour choices, and theirs was a little bit more chic. I definitely wanted this to be rustic, because she is an outdoorsy person. You know, if my original idea was glamping, she's kind of outdoors. And that floor just kind of says it all to me. It's very rustic. And that is going to be throughout the house. So there we go. The only thing I struggled with is like upstairs. What did you do in the upstairs? I couldn't do, well, I don't think I've dealt with diagonal buildings yet on my channel. I don't think I've ever built with a diagonal in any build I've ever done. Yeah, I don't think I have. So that was the struggle. The struggle was real on the upstairs. Those two diagonal shipping containers. Wee. So those, you know, it looks horrible when you have a diagonal room and then you have the regular floors on it. So I end up using the Vampire Pack floors, but they're not quite the look I was going for. I did want it to be the same as the downstairs. So if I had a choice, I wish we could just turn floors diagonal. That would really help. I would have just changed that downstairs floor into diagonal. So, yes, here I have cut loads out because putting those, shipping container bits on, they're kind of fiddly for certain things. Lots of Alt key use so that I can freely place things. Things like fitting in windows. I know the pack, the custom content has cutouts like frames that you're meant to use for the windows, but they have to be a specific size, so I don't want to use those. So I just put in the regular base game windows, or were they Spa Day ones? No, I think they're regular ones. But of course, this house would not look the same without the custom content on the outside. I've seen quite a few people do container builds without custom content, but you know, why settle when you can have them actually look like shipping containers? So I am going to link the CC down below in the description box. I have seen a couple of versions of this CC, but this is the best one because, yeah, of course, I researched it. But ages ago, I downloaded a shipping container build and I got the original CC that I thought I was going to use. It's just, it only comes in white though. So I thought I was going to use that. And then I was like, oh, it only comes in white. That was made by Rachel Sim Stuff. If you're a long time CC user, you'll know she was around on Tumblr. Now she isn't, and her blog is totally gone. But someone still had the download link. I think the download link, no, they included the CC in a download of their house, so I managed to get it from that. Then I've downloaded someone else's container build. Someone made one for a coffee shop, and I downloaded it and I thought I had the CC, and then it said no, I didn't. And I realised that Max Sims, yeah, the one that I use all the content from, had made a black version of that. So I was like, oh, okay, now I have a better choice. And then I think I downloaded it and it still didn't appear, and I was like, what's going on? And then I found another one that he'd made a better version of it. So these ones, this is the better version that he made. The original ones, they don't, like, these click to the wall, they sit in place properly. You can easily space. On a straight wall, they place perfectly. But the original ones didn't. You had to press Alt to hold them and move them and jig them. And even if you put them in the same place, they didn't line up. But these ones are great. They come in 7 different colours. They come like green, blue, black, white, red, and this blue-y grey / black version. And what is really cool, which wouldn't have been an option in the original ones, is that when you put the walls down, they do disappear because they are proper wall decorations, so they disappear when you put the walls down, which is really helpful for gameplay. There's nothing worse than trying to peer over walls when you're playing the game. So, yeah, that is linked down below. What else? Oh, Yeah, this is the floor that I'm not happy with. I've used the vampire one, but yeah. There is CC for the roofs, but I decided not to go with the CC for the roof. I thought maybe it might show up, but I don't know. I didn't actually try it out because it might be like the walls and disappear when you put the walls down. I'm not too sure. So I could have done that. You can do that if you like. Because they have proper corrugated roofs to match the walls and everything like that. And this build was done with a budget, so it's slightly unfinished. I'm gonna put it up on the gallery anyway in its present state. It kind of has not the greatest bathrooms. Let's just say they're not going to stay like that. They're kind of temporary bathrooms. I recorded this bead build and then I was like, run out of money. So I had to record a couple of parts of Drift Challenge. And as soon as I got into Drift Challenge, I realised she had a whole load of produce like dragon fruit, blackberries in her inventory that I didn't sell. Got rid of those straight away, and then we had like another 7,000 simoleons to spend. So I did that, but that money kind of evaporated. I kind of added in another. All I did was add in a bed upstairs, like a toddler bed, and I did the bathroom. I don't know what happened to the money. It just disappeared. But yeah, I'm gonna upload it. I'll upload a completed version when I do complete it. And the Drifter Challenge, I've got to complete the Outdoor Enthusiast aspiration, and we're on the last like stage of it, so it should be over pretty quickly, and then I'll be moving on to House 3. So if you haven't watched my Drifter series yet, and you don't want to kind of join in the middle of it, House 3 will be starting soon. So when you see the thumbnail change, at the moment it's got Harley on it. When you see that change, I might change the colour, just see there's a difference. Probably change the colour, and the photo will be changed. Basically each house is its own little challenge, so you don't really need to know about this one to pick up on the next one. And the next one won't even be with Harley, it will be with her daughter Micah, who is our kind of challenge air thingy bobby. So yeah, you can watch it from then, and it'll just be like watching a brand new challenge. So here I am messing around with the floor pan. We change it around a little bit to say the least. Struggled. It's because it is a narrow space. I thought of like doing 5 tiles wide of a shipping container, then I realised it's actually 2 wide. So here it's meant to be like 2 shipping containers joined side by side, slightly staggered, and that gives you enough space to have a decent living area and everything. Harley there is, just in case you haven't noticed, ready to pop. She's pregnant. In the next part she'll be giving birth. I'll keep the sex of the baby a secret. You'll never know. You'll just have to watch. So I'm babbling on about Drift Challenge. I should mention that it was created by Vi, Isha, and Vi for short. And she is here on YouTube as well. She's done this. She's got loads of her challenge. She's currently redoing the challenge, and she started back on House 1. So if you want to give that a watch, I will link it in the description box. She's amazing, so supportive of everyone that does the Drift Challenge. So if you want to give it a go, I would definitely recommend it. I hadn't played it off camera. I started straight on camera, and I've become addicted. It really is addictive. You can spend hours. If you were not doing this for camera, you would spend hours and hours and hours on it. That's probably why I record so many parts in one go, just to kind of fulfill the need to do the Drifter Challenge. They are always my favourite kind of challenges, the whole starting from nothing one. And I think in every single house, I think there's 18 mini challenges that make the whole drifter challenge. And in each one, you start from 0. So you move to a brand new empty lot, move your air there, and you take your money down to 0 with the cheat, and that is you starting from scratch. So I always love those challenges. I would always do rags to riches in my own personal gameplay, and then kind of get bored by the time, like, I would always have loads of money in those challenges. And by the time I had loads of money, I was like, oh, I'm bored now. I think the getting all the money is kind of the best bit about it, probably. So to build this house, I think I started off with about 50,000. I think it ends up being worth about 54,000 for you to have in your own game if you want it. 54,000 to put it in. So that's a healthy. That's not too bad, actually, considering. But it is a small lot, isn't it? It's 20 by 15. But yes. And oh yes, I should mention, if there is any CC in here that you would like to know where it's from, just ask. I am more than happy to send you the link. Everyone that asks where the CC is, they get a reply. Let's put it that way. So it won't be time wasted if you do ask where the CC is from. I'm got a good memory, so I normally remember exactly where I got stuff from, or roundabout ways, so I can search for it. So I'll give you a link and you can download it straight away. But so now we're on I hadn't done any of the walls. I kind of did this build in a really weird order. I'm not too sure why. But yeah, I furnished it all and then did the walls. Don't normally do that. I think it's because it was such a big room. I hadn't decided really how I was going to divide it up. Yeah, but I love those. I did a CC free build. What was it for? I can't remember what it was for. Not the Moroccan villa. What was the other CC free build? Oh, the Modern Family Home. Yeah, that's the one. Modern Family House. I found those walls in them, those grey walls there, and I didn't even know they were in the game, so they feature here. And I do make some kind of small tweaks to the layout. I basically did this, ran out of money, went to play the Drifter Challenge, recorded part of that, and then of course I had more money so I could make changes, but also I realised the fact that we have 3 sets of stairs in this build is not required. So we have stairs on the outside, which would actually get you into any of the rooms at the top, the 2 bedrooms. And also we had stairs right there by the kitchen, and also have stairs here. So my plan is, so in the finished one, you can expect the stairs on the inside to actually be gone. I'm just going to leave the stairs on the outside of the building and get rid of these ones. This basically made this into a corridor and not a bedroom. So I end up at the end, you'll see, I filmed my little mini renovation bit thing. So that'll be coming up in 5 minutes. I get rid of those stairs. I plan on the next part of my challenge to get rid of the other stairs that go up there and make that into a bedroom, because those stairs are going up and they're going into this diagonal room, and they're basically taking up half of that shipping container is stairs. So I can get rid of the stairs, and then if you want to go upstairs, you go from the outside and you walk up and into... so I'm going to basically take off 1 square off the bedroom, the master bedroom, make that a corridor, so you can go from the outside into a corridor into their master bedroom and also into the second bedroom. because they will have a toddler. The baby is in with them at the moment, but they'll have a toddler. And spoiler alert, in on I think the next part or the part after, no, in 2 parts time, the district challenge, our daughter, the heir for the player that we're going to be using for house number 3, she is turning into a teenager. So I thought it's a little bit weird for a teenager to be sharing with a toddler. It's just a little bit new. So we're going to take those stairs away. That will be a really good sized bedroom as well. So that's going to be, I think, the toddler bedroom. So yeah, toddler and teenager will have their own separate bedrooms. So you might have seen earlier this little area out here. I really wanted it to be on the diagonal, but then I realized you can't have diagonal stairs. That's right, people. No such thing as diagonal stairs in Sims 4. So no fabulous diagonal platform area. But I also really wanted that to be like boho chic area. I wanted it to be to have curtains, like it was a private little area. I saw this pod on Pinterest. It was like an eco pod thing, and it was like made out of wood and had curtains in it, and I was like, oh, they look amazing. I wanted to do that on this build, but I couldn't, which I'm quite pleased with myself that I managed to rein it in, because normally I do not rein it in, and I try and fit like 5 different ideas in one build, which is why it takes me so long, because I try and fit every idea I have into one build. So my best advice for you, if you want to try and build, is just pick one idea at a time for each build, and you will be fine. So the one idea for this was shipping container. That was it. No more. That's it. So, what are we doing here? The bedroom. Oh yes, I love this little lofty thing. Do you like me steps going up into this raised bed? And it does work. I have play tested it, and it works. I haven't seen her just float up into it though. I never saw that interaction. She's aged up into a teenager now. I'll have to watch her do that. I think I'll probably have to renovate this room again anyway, because it's not teenager-ish. So here I am. This is after I've recorded one more part of the drift challenge and got a bit more money. I came up here, got rid of those stairs, and I made this into a kid's room and a toddler's room. Then of course Micah aged up into a teenager, so we haven't even got to put the toddler in here yet. So toddler bedroom will be made in the shipping container that has the ensuite. And I wanted to use that original bed, but I wasn't too happy the way like the teepee thing looks over the bed. Not too sure. But with that pack came that amazing rug there, and it's a fluffy cloud rug. Like, you can't ask for more. So what else? Yeah, this is up on the gallery. Make sure you tick that box, that the advanced box that says include custom content, because it's got plenty. But I'm really happy with the way it turned out. It's quite cramped, but in a good way, I think. Not too sure how I would expand on this. Also, one thing I really wanted to have in this was like a swimming pool in a shipping crate, but this lot is just way too small. I think I'd like to explore the shipping crate thing a bit more. I think another build could be done with this. And I've got a possible collaboration happening soon. So Simlinks, you'll probably subscribe to him on YouTube. We are going to do a collab, but I have to think of ideas of what to build, what we should collaborate on. And I thought of a really good idea, but I don't think it's collaboration material. I think it's like a personal build kind of material. You know, when you've got an idea and you're like, no, I can't let anybody else do it. I have to do it myself. It's one of those ones that you need to see through to the end. So I'm going to have to think of another idea. So if you have anything you would like to see us collab on, please leave your suggestions down below. I need all the help I can get. I've like written loads of stuff down. I have no idea. Yep, I have a whole sheet of ideas, but I think if I say them, I'm going to sound cray cray. So anyway, we're into the screenshots already. Woohoo! So once again, this is on the gallery. Hey_Harry. Harry is my origin ID. And I'll link down below, of course, for Vaisha, who's the creator of the Drift Challenge. And once again, thank you so much for watching. If you're new, hello. I should have done that at the beginning, but oh well. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you all next time. Bye, guys.